Hello, 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 and hello. Welcome to Uniquely Inspired with who? Me, Trina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? I hope that you can say that you are doing grand, fantastic. And even if not, I hope you have some hope because if you have some hope, hopefully by the end of this show, we can flourish even more. Okay. So turn that hope into a little bit more faith, right? So, yes, I am so glad to be here with you guys. Oh my gosh, I got so much to share with y'all on my journey that I took this morning. So, I can't wait to talk about that, guys. We are so extraordinary, and we got to get out of that ordinary zone and know that we are extraordinary. Okay. So that's what I wanted to go over tonight. Just being who we are and being extraordinary of that unique person of who we are. But before I get started, have y'all said y'all's affirmations? If you have not said your affirmation, take the time right now to say your affirmations. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to get it done. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some love. Oh my goodness, y'all. We made it. We're here Sunday, okay? This gorgeous, beautiful, blessed Sunday. So, if you didn't get to finish your affirmation, hey, it's okay. Keep working on it because you know what? I want you to understand it and know that it is so much part of you, your greatness. Okay, so own it because it's yours to keep. So, but I'm going to open up with the God's Calling today, which is a devotional. So, y'all just stick with me. And today is January the 29th. And this one is called I Cleared the Path, right? So, yes. Oh, my goodness. I'm so happy. But I hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday. I had a blessed one. It was so blessed. Oh, my goodness. So, let's get into the devotional for today. Says, I cleared the path. Wait on the Lord. Psalms 27:14. I am thy shield. Have no fear. You must know that all is well. I will never let anyone do to you both other than my will for you. I can see the future. I can read man's heart. I know better than you what you need. Trust me absolutely. You are not at the mercy of fate or buffeted about by others. You are being led in a very definite way, and others who do not serve your purpose are being removed out of your path by me. Never fret. Whatever may happen, you are both being led. Do not try to plan. I have planned. You are the builder. I am the architect. Go very quietly, very gently, and it's for the best, very best for you. Trust me for all. Your very extremities will ensure my activity for you. And having your foundation on the rock, Christ, faith in Him, and being rooted and grounded in Him, and having belief in my divinity. Divinity as your cornerstone. It is yours to build, knowing all is well. Literally, you have to depend on me for everything. Everything. It was out of the steps of David cried unto me, and I heard his voice. All is well. Whew! Can we say deep? Deep. I love that. I cleared the path. And that he did. He did. And some of us are still trying to take the wrong turn. We just got to stay a course, stay on track, right? But I am so excited to have y'all here with me this evening. Guys, let me tell y'all. So before I get into the chat real quick, let me tell y'all. So yesterday morning, Saturday morning, my eyes just popped open. And it was probably about 5 something in the morning. And so I'm not, the person to really just get on Facebook and just scroll. I'll get on there, and see kind of what's going on. But to spend just like consecutive hours and throughout the day, and I don't do that, right? So that yesterday morning, I found myself and I'm like, am I really sitting here strolling on Facebook? So I said, I'm going to put this stuff up because I'm not probably going to remember half of what I even saw on here anyways. But for some reason, something says, no, keep strolling. And I said, Lord, are you trying to play a trick on me? And he said, keep strolling. And I kept strolling. And I said, oh, wow. So I came to something that says dreamers. It said dreamers. And I said, and I didn't even, I just saw dreamers and this beautiful picture of this beautiful girl. And it just looked so genuine. I can't even tell you. But anywho, I said, oh. And so as I was looking into it, it was non-denominational church. And I'm like, wow. Like I was just drawn to it. And I said, Lord, are you trying to tell me something? So I started looking into it. I don't take the time to try and figure out all that stuff to how you get started and all. I just don't. Well, for some reason, I sure had a lot of patience yesterday. And it seemed like the time of me doing it just was in the blink of an eye. It was just phenomenal. But anyway, so make a long story short, guys, I was like, I just got to go. So this morning, there I was. Like, I couldn't even sleep good. Because I was so excited for whatever God had in store for me. And I'm telling you, what he had in store for me was worth every penny. And so I wanted to share that with you guys this morning and to let you guys know that in order for me to help you guys grow and continue to, understand my journey and helping to lead wherever God sees fit for me, because he has me on this journey and I'm loving it. And now he has me on a path. And guess what? I'm being the child of God. I'm letting him lead me. Okay. So yes. Okay. So I'm going to get into this chat, but y'all, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And so, yes, a place I would definitely highly recommend. And I like it. It's one step at a time. That's how they teach it, one step at a time. And it's awesome. Marsha, how are you? Welcome. So glad to have you as always. How are you doing this Sunday? Yes, she says, happy Sunday evening, Trina. Hit the thumbs up. And yes, we are more than ordinary, more like awesome. Yeah. We're just so extraordinary. There's so many extraordinary things about us that I think we lose tune with ourselves of knowing how extraordinary we are, right? But yes, we are awesome, Marsha. She says her affirmation, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. By Mother Teresa. I love that. I absolutely love that. I love that. Marcia, thank you so much for sharing that. I love that. I cannot change the world, but I can cast that stone, okay, cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. And you know what? Ooh, who knows what those ripples can create, right? Thank you, Marcia, for sharing that. Yes. Kiba, how are you, girl? Happy Sunday. How are you this Sunday? Yes, yes. So glad to have you as always. She says her affirmation. Worry ends, faith begins. My God bless each of us every day and always. Amen. Amen. Own it. I'm owning mine. Thank you so much. And you know what? And that went out to all of us. Thank you, Cuba. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, hey. I love it. I love it. Yes. She says, make every day a little less ordinary. Jesus is our sanctuary on this Sunday. Amen. Yes. Yes. Yes, he is, Kiva. Yes, he is. Oh, I love that. I love that. Y'all got me just blushing for real. Kiva says, good evening, Trina, and all in the chat. Viviani, how is it, girl? How are you doing? How are you doing on this fabulous Sunday? So glad to have you. As always, yes. So, Viviani, what you been up to, ma'am? So glad to have you. Marcia says, we'll always have hope, and hope you do. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Marcia says, I have to go. Wanted to come in and show support. Good night, Trina. Good night, Marcia. Thank you so much for coming in. I so much appreciate it. You know I do. You know I do. Thank you. But yes, y'all. So we are so extraordinary, and we forget to even tell ourselves how often we create so many wonderful things among us every day. You know, you can do some of the most extraordinary things and you don't even know that you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? Because when you're doing something extraordinary, that means you're going out of your zone or your comfort zone. And sometimes you can have people that say, oh, I don't like people. I can't stand people. I don't like to be around people. And then just in the instant, they're gathered by many, you know. And at that instance, they realize, well, maybe it's not that I don't like people, maybe I just don't like so much attention or, so much, of whatever it is that's coming other than the people. Because when we say we don't like people, that can, that just, to me, I take it as like, well, how do you not like people? Because you have to shop, you have to eat, you have to do all these great things in life. And in order to enjoy it, you got to like people. So show a lot of your extraordinary side. You know what I mean? And you're like, well, I don't have nothing extraordinary. Start being extraordinary. Open the door for someone. You see an older couple, you might want to, go get them a shopping basket or something, or, go and grab them a bottle of water or something. Just walk up to them and tell them, I hope you have a blessed day, or just smile. You know what I mean? Because that's what they grew up around. And they still look for that. And when they can get that, you probably just made that person's day. So be extraordinary. Take what you know, the desire of your hearts and your dreams. You might say, well, I don't have no desires, no hearts, no dreams. There is something that you're passionate about, whether it's drawing or music or dancing or, you know, skateboarding, whatever it is. Keep going at it. Don't give up just because you might play that instrument and the note didn't come out right, so you want to quit, or the song got a little too rough for you, you want to quit. You're better than that. You got to go a little bit more deeper than just the surface, because there is that extraordinary that is so deep behind your ordinary. And when you go and find that extraordinary thing, you'll be fine. You're going to feel more and more and more like good about yourself. Makes you like, wow, I did that. And how I know we've all had a moment like that, like, oh, I did that. Or did I really say that? Like, not in a bad way, but in a good way, like, oh, wow. Because for a moment, you stepped out of your comfort zone and you went from ordinary to extraordinary. Yeah. And it was something that you probably thought, like, oh my goodness, like, it wasn't so bad, but I still couldn't see myself doing it. But then you probably just missed an opportunity in your life. It just probably gave you that, but it was just showing you that you're capable of what you're capable of doing. We stop ourselves from so many things, so many extraordinary things, places, people, things, because we limit ourselves. And because instead of us saying, let me find that extraordinary part of me, let me go that extra step, we fear and we stop, we back up, or we get just stagnant in that position because it's comfortable. But we can't do that. When you feel a little strangled, kind of like start relaxing and says, let me think a little bit deeper on this. Go into that mindset of extraordinary. Like, what is it will be something great that I'm capable of in this moment, of something that I probably thought I was not capable of doing, and give it my best shot. And either I'm going to fail or I'm going to succeed. But either way, I gave it a shot. What happens when you don't do anything? But when you've given it a shot, you now are in your deepest self, bringing out your extraordinary self. Sometimes our extraordinary selves work off just adrenaline, Have you ever done something like you got like just thrown off, like your adrenaline just went and you're like, oh my goodness, like I cannot believe this. Like, and you're all pumped up and da-da-da. Because we all have extraordinary in us. We just got to believe that and understand that and trust it. So we're always go beyond being ordinary. We were all put here to be extraordinary, unique. I just kind of feel like in my own world, if you're really not standing out, you're probably standing with a whole other crowd where you feel like you have to fit in. Because if you don't fit in, guess what? Nobody's going to like me. And da, 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 da. No. You can't worry about who's going to like you, who's not going to like you. You're doing extraordinary things. Get out of the ordinary. Start thinking extraordinary. Because that's what you are. You are great. I don't walk around here telling y'all that y'all grand fantastic for nothing. Okay? Own it. It's yours to keep. Own it. We can all, do great things every day. Wonderful things. And it's like, well, why do I want to just give my all to everything? Because you know what? Don't cheat yourself. Don't ever cheat yourself. When you're out there to give your all, go out there and give your all. And that's all sometimes forces us to get outside of our ordinary. And we don't allow fear to interject, we go into our what? Extraordinary. But just remember that. Remember, you owe yourself to be extraordinary. Because that's who the Creator made us to be. But we define ourselves, we don't give ourselves enough credit. But haven't you gotten tired of not giving yourself enough credit and just being ordinary? I have. Because I know that there's so much more greater in me. I'm not just ordinary, And neither are you. But it takes something within us to realize just how extraordinary we are. And I've been blessed to see how extraordinary I really am. That seed don't blossom overnight, but in due time, it will blossom. And though it may have a little bit of weeds next to it, because the devil wants to stay busy, he ain't gonna want to see you prosper. So there's gonna be a little weeds in it. But like I've heard, if you let it blossom to its fullest, and those weeds, that flower is ready to be pulled, those weeds will come back out with it. You throw it away, you start over, and you let your flowers grow. It's always going to be something in the mix. But don't allow yourself to lose what is set for you because you want to step before, thinking I can pull the weeds. But it's so intertwined in there that we can disturb some roots. So be patient. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. And do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. Because you know what? We here, all of us here on Uniquely Inspired, we are ordinary people, but we choose to make extraordinary changes. Extraordinary doings. Go deep. You owe yourself that. We just got to stop cheating ourselves. That's what I say. Just got to stop cheating ourselves. Like I always say, if we're still here, there's still a purpose. On those cloudy, gray days, it's hard. I'm not saying dress it up, fake it up. But what I'm saying is Still take a moment and smile and be grateful and thankful. But if you feel like you just got to wear a frown, wear a frown. You are human. No one's telling you that you can't be sad. But don't let that frown wear you down and make your moment. Turn it upside down and smile. This is your destiny. This is how you become more of extraordinary. Beating the odds. You know, you have those people that say, oh, you can't do that. Some people have had to really beat the odds. But you know what? Those people are very extraordinary people too. Some people have been through some things that you'd be like, how in the world do you make it through? It's them probably not even realizing that it's that extraordinary part of us that we have. That if we have faith and we have that hope, oh man, it's like planting a seed. It can grow into something beautiful. But we gotta get past the ordinary and let's get to extraordinary. But I hope everybody had a wonderful, grandfastic Sunday. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much. If you're watching this live, rather you're watching this on replay, thank you so much for your time. So I will be back tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Central Time here on Uniquely Inspired with who? Me, Trina. But before we leave here, don't go so quick. I hope you hit that thumbs up. But first and foremost, before you leave, my words to you is what? Make sure that you what? Like and love yourself first. Good night.